be a quick video on some fun facts and my thoughts on the cast of the highly anticipated upcoming Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix TV show. Starting with Gordon Cormier, who plays Aang, the main character, of course. First of all, he is adorable. I actually I haven't seen his other works, but apparently he's been in a series, a Stephen King limited series called The Stand. So he's got acting cred. He was born in Vancouver, Canada. He is 14, and Aang in the animated TV show was 12. So that's a pretty close age gap. His bio says he likes to skateboard, which I think is appropriate because if you're going to be an airbender, being agile is part of it. In the animated show, Aang is supposed to be East Asian, and I think this actor definitely has the right look, at least way more than the other Avatar actor that they used in the 2010 movie. Next, we have actress Kia Wentio playing Katara, and Kia Wentio, I hope I said that right, is 17 in real life. Katara in the animated show was 14, so she is also Canadian, but she is First Nation, Mohawk. So that works because in the animated show, the Water Tribe is supposed to be based off of indigenous cultures like the Inuit. While a direct one-to-one correlation on ethnic groups in the show and the real world aren't always possible, it's still great that an effort was made to have somebody with First Nations background play a character whose culture is influenced by similar indigenous groups. It's also great because the 2010 Avatar movie was accused of whitewashing. I think she has the look for Katara. I just wonder why they decided not to give her the signature blue eyes with some contacts. Saka is going to be played by Ian Ozai, who is from Texas, and he's about 21 years old. In the animated TV show, Saka was 16, so he was the oldest out of the main three. So I think that 21 is okay for a 16-year-old on TV. The actor has had some controversy with regards to his cultural background. He has been described by his management as being a Cherokee tribe member, but he's not enrolled in any of the federally recognized Cherokee tribes. It is also important to recognize that enrollment in the tribe itself is a complicated topic, so this might not be a matter that I can fully explore. I do think his look is one of the best ones cast for their character though, because his facial features match the animated show Saka very well. According to his IMDB bio, he's been in 13 Reasons Why, which I saw, but for some reason I can't remember what character he played. But then again, my memory is pretty bad. Just from the trailer, he is my favorite cast choice so far. Let's see if his acting skills live up to the character. Prince Zuko will be played by Dallas Liu, who is ironically from LA. He's been in a Tekken video game movie, so I think this bodes well for him since he has experience filming martial arts. But he was actually chosen for that role in Tekken because he's trained in the Japanese Shotokan style of karate in real life, where he competed in the North American Karate Association circuit and became a top competitor, according to Avatar Wiki fandom. One of my favorite characters from the animated show, Uncle Iroh, is going to be played by Paul Sung-Young Lee, and he is from South Korea but grew up in Canada. I don't think his age matters too much, so I won't be commenting on that. But he has been in big name shows like Kim's Convenience, The Mandalorian, and Ahsoka. He actually played a main character in Kim's Convenience, Abba, who owns a convenience store, and I listened to one of his interviews where he talks about his time there as that character, and he basically said that he was getting stuck in that role because the audience wasn't seeing him as anyone else. So I hope that with this show, the new audience will be able to see him as a more serious actor and that it will open more doors for him. Gran will be played by Casey Camp Horinek, and she is actually a councilwoman and hereditary drumkeeper of the Women's Scalp Dance Society of the Ponca Nation of Oklahoma. It's also impressive that she is an activist and environmentalist. Kyoshi, a previous Avatar, will be played by Ivon Chapman, and she is Canadian and is surprisingly 35 years old. I don't know why, I just thought she just looks a lot younger. And she's going to be portraying Avatar Kyoshi, who died at the age of 230. So I'm not sure what age range they were going for, but she also looks amazing for a 230-year-old. Ivon has actually starred as a villain in the series Kung Fu on the CW. Maria Zang will be playing Suki, the Kyoshi warrior who has a romantic relationship with Saka in the animated show. Also in the animated show, she's 15, and this actress is 24. So that's a little bit of a jump, but I'm sure she'll be great. And I think it's cool that this actress was born in Poland and grew up in Beijing. So she actually speaks Chinese, Polish, and English. Azula is going to be played by Elizabeth Yu from New Jersey, who is 21. And I was surprised because the Azula in the animated show is only 14. So again, I'm sure she'll be great. Although I couldn't find a lot of info on her. So if you guys know anything else about her, feel free to put it in the comments below. Fire Lord Ozai. He will be played by Daniel Dae Kim. And I've definitely seen him before. He's got a lot of acting creds. I think I've seen him as playing the role of the really good looking guy. So it's an interesting choice for Lord Ozai, who I thought was supposed to look more intimidating, but I guess he will legitimately light up the screen. I found out that he is trained in various martial arts disciplines, including Taekwondo and Hapkido. So he's not just a pretty face. I expect great things from him on this show. Another fun fact, according to CBR.com, Daniel Dae Kim was actually involved with the Avatar franchise before. In the animated show, he voiced a character in episode 1 of season 2, General Fong, a military officer of the Earth Kingdom, and he returned to voice other characters in The Legend of Korra. Mai will be played by Talia Tran, and I was curious about her because her character becomes Prince Zuko's love interest later, so I just wanted to see who they would match him up with. I think she has the right look. She is originally from California, and she had a role in Raya and the Last Dragon, and she actually has been training in Kung Fu in real life. Last but not least, can't forget about Cabbage Merchant! Woo! He will be played by James C., who actually was the voice actor of the original Cabbage Merchant in the animated show. And I'm gonna be so nostalgic when I hear him say the famous line. Last fact, he was the voice of an animated Jackie Chan show and is apparently known as a Jackie Chan impersonator because his voice bears a strong resemblance. That's all that I'm gonna say about that. So what are your thoughts? What do you guys think about the cast?